Let's now turn our attention to Anambra State, where all is now set for all the candidates of the governorship election scheduled to hold this Saturday. The candidates have signed a peace accord as part of preparation for the election. The initiative was introduced by the National Peace Committee, headed by former Nigerian Military President, General Abdusalami Abubakar, retired. General Abubakar, in his opening remarks, said the signing of the peace accord is a clarion call for candidates, political parties and citizens of Anambra to commit themselves to a peaceful process. He also stated that Chairman of INEC has assured that the process will be free and fair.
Almost every election in Nigeria is accompanied by violence, ballot box snatching, vote buying, outright disruption of the process, and in some cases, the intimidation of ordinary citizens who simply want to select a leader who will govern them. We, members of the National Peace Committee, have come to Anambra State to support a peaceful electoral process. We cherish Anambra State, and we cherish the peace and unity of Nigeria.
Faced with the current situation in Anambra State, the Commission once again appealed to the Peace Committee to bring parties and candidates to commit to peace before, during, and after the elections. We believe that Anambra cannot be different from Edo and Ondo. For this reason, we are also confident that just like Edo and Ondo, the election on Saturday will be peaceful and the outcome will reflect the will of the Anambra voters.
We will maintain the tenets of the SOP as provided by the law. We will ensure that nobody disturbs your peace. We will ensure that any act or omission that tests the will of the government will be dealt with therein.
And I have joining me the Executive Director, Center for Credible Leadership and Citizens Awareness, Dr. Gabriel Wambu. Good to have you join us, Dr. Wambu.
Thank you for having me. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Now, the candidates, about 10 of them have now signed that peace accord. But how optimistic are you that this peace accord will play a relevant role in terms of the general conduct of the election?
Thank you so much. As far as Anambra State is concerned, the people of Anambra State are largely a very peace-loving people, and there are people who pursue their businesses and concentrate without having particular interest in making trouble or being violent inclined. Now, for about 10 of them to have signed this peace accord is going to go a very long way. You see the personalities that came for it. You have people like Abdusalami Abubakar. You have people like Bishop Hassan Kuka, even the INEC chairman, the chairman of all the political parties that are involved in this election, representatives of the director, DSS. You know, at the last count, we had more than 100 trucks of armed policemen and military men around that Tora Akunyeli Center where the peace accord signing is taking place. I mean, that is going to go a long way to ensuring that even their supporters, their followers would want to live within the peace accord, because I think nobody really likes violence. With this signing now, at least it goes a long way to showing us that it's going to be largely peaceful, irrespective of those who want to foment violence.
And those trucks you just mentioned, the armed trucks, is also a concern for some people who believe that that could lead to voter apathy. People think that, look, when you have too many security officers within a state for an election, it might deter some people saying, look, I do not want to see how this plays out in the end, so I will just stay in my house. How do you react to that?
Well, that is true because part of the pre-election analysis and fact-finding conducted by the Center for Credible Leadership and Citizens Awareness is that the high level of militarization, although is intended in good faith, but that again is going to cause a very high level of voter apathy. You cannot rule out a high level of voter apathy in this election because so many persons, so many electorates we have interfaced with, we have discussed with, have said that they will not even come out to exercise their franchise, since at least it is a voluntary act, because they are not just scared of the military presence, they're also scared of what they call the unknown gunmen. So right now, we do not expect any magic on Saturday. The tendency is that the voter apathy is going to be unprecedentedly very high.
And just quickly, before we go, let me ask you, what's your assessment or impression of INEC's preparedness for this election?
Yeah. You see, for this election, INEC has demonstrated capacity. INEC has demonstrated that in terms of logistics, in terms of proper articulation, in terms of timeliness, INEC has once again proved that they are competent, they are fit to deal with election issues as far as this country is concerned. Right now, I'm just coming back from the Central Bank of Nigeria, Awka branch, where sensitive materials has been distributed to all the 21 local government areas, in Anambra State. From the local government, is going to trickle down to all the RAC centers to ensure that there is going to be a hitch-free, transparent, free and fair and credible elections come Saturday. So these are part of the efforts being made by INEC to ensure that there are no bottlenecks, to ensure that those who are willing to vote comes out and they are able to exercise their franchise according to the provisions of the law.
And Saturday is just some days away, so we'll see how it plays out. Executive Director, Center for Credible Leadership and Citizens Awareness, Dr. Gabriel Luwambo, always great to have you talk to us.
Thanks for having me.